All right, hello. All right. So the scenery looks a little different. The sound might be sounding a little different. It's because I'm in an Airbnb. And because I'm in an Airbnb, I am recording in one of the little hidden Airbnb rooms. So you might be hearing a lot of noise. That's everybody I'm in the Airbnb with. But I finally finished the script. So I was like, I can't wait. I have to get to work. So I just want to say hello. Welcome to 2023. And 2023 is the time to prosper. So we're going to prosper. We're going to ignore the noise because you can probably hear it because I can hear it. Like these walls are so thin. So let's really just get into it. Today, we're really talking about AI. You've probably been on Twitter, on the internet. If you've been anywhere right now, you've been seeing AI art everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, it's on TikTok, it's on Tumblr, it's on Twitter, and people are really eating it up. And I want to just say, I don't think it is 100% a bad thing. Like, disclaimer, AI, anybody from the future watching this, like, I just want y'all to know, I'm not the hater. I don't think AI is the villain. The villain in this situation is not AI. I'm all for technological advancements. What the only thing is, I don't think humans, like all humans, do not have the ethics in the sense to have something as useful and advanced as AI and like be in charge of it. That's what it really is. Like humans are kind of dirty, like dirty and trifling. But other than that, let's get into it. AI art is kind of cool, and AI is good. AI is useful. Like, I'm glad that AI exists, and you should be too, right? So, for this whole AI art conversation, we need to we need to talk about what is art. Like, what is art? So, art has multiple definitions, and these are all from Google. And then I'm gonna like say my own. But so first we have the various branches of creative activity, such as painting, music, literature, and dance. Two of those things, actually three of those things have AI in the making for it. So art, like painting, music, and literature, I have seen multiple AI that have been generating for that. There's no such thing as AI dance yet. Like, if any art is safe, it's definitely dance because AI doesn't have legs. But other than that, the next definition for art would be the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. So that is the definition I really want to focus on for art. It's that, not just the beauty, but the emotional power, something very human. Emotions are very human. So there we have art, and now we have AI. AI is simple. It's the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So AI art being human expression, and AI being non-human intelligence, what would AI art be? So I've been thinking about this because like AI art will continue to form, and the definition will obviously will continue to grow and mean different things. So what I'm saying right now in this video, like maybe 6 months from now, will not really apply to what AI has become. But for now, we're gonna say what is currently being called AI art is really just an interpretation of words, phrases, images, and like through machine learning. So what we have now is AI, like as AI, this AI art is machines being trained on specific types of images, like a collection. So say you want Van Gogh AI, you want a Van Gogh AI art. The programmers, the AI programmers or whatever, they would create a collection of Van Gogh's art and feed it through an AI. So then the AI would learn how to mimic the line, stroke, the painting, the color palette, and motifs that are used in Van Gogh art, right? And then somebody that is not involved in the artistic process, so they are not Van Gogh, they are not the owner of the art used to train the system, but they are also not the programmer that has collected the art. So you have these people come in and they'll type in, they'll be like, um, sunflowers. And then you'll probably get a version of Van Gogh's sunflowers fields. Like that is something that could pop up. Or maybe you want to see a cat. Now you get a Van Gogh cat. You want to see Galaxy Cat Van Gogh. Boom, Galaxy Cat Van Gogh. It's pretty simple to like understand. But like it's not a bad, it's like it's really cool. You would think that something like this would be a bad thing. Like a lot of people just hear AI art and they're like, non-human art, that's a bad thing. Or they hear AI art and they're thinking of the real problem. The current problem is really kind of hard to like pinpoint just one thing that would be a problem, because like the core is actually how art is being consumed like right now. So the consumption of art right now is causing problems for things like AI art that would be mostly harmless if art was treated as beautiful human expression, you know? So with the way AI art is and how it like performs, it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, that'll work. So the way AI art is currently is that collage, that huge collage of images. And when you have a huge collage of images, when you are doing multimedia production, um, you need to give credit where credit is due, because you don't own each aspect of the art that you have created. So the image you've created belongs to you, the creator. And in this case, I consider the creator of the image to be the AI. Like, who else? Who thought of the image? AI created its own image. So, like, its own thoughts from other people's art. And part of that is where we go to the next step. So we have the artists, then we have the programmers, and then we have AI. Those three things are working all together to create what is AI art. So in that process, the most important thing would be the original artists of the art that the AI is trained on. And then it would be the programmers and then the AI itself who produced the randomized image. Well, who do you think the people are that are claiming AI art to be their art? The ones that typed in a phrase into the generator. How could you give the AI a phrase, an idea? You fed the AI a small concept, and the AI, along with all the art of other people, created an image that is not like refined. It's not a refined image. It is simply an image based on the phrase, because that is all the AI knows. Here's these words, like, so say you say lion, and AI will search all around for what lions are and what lions look like, and then they have the artwork that they're trained on, so they bring them both together. So now we have an anime lion because the AI is trained on anime art and lions from Google search. So boom, anime lion, because you looked up lion and anime in the AI generator. But that is not your art. That is the work of the artist, because their art is being used and pieced to create a new image, and then the work of the AI. There was no human input past the collection created by the programmer. If you are the owner of the camera, but the monkey takes the picture, it's not your picture, it's the monkey's picture, ain't it? So if you are the person that put in the words, but the AI makes the picture, that's not your picture. You didn't make it. You didn't draw the circle and add legs to the stick figure. You told the AI to draw a stick figure. Like, that's like a teacher claiming that all the children's work is their work. No. You are the one that taught the kids how to make the stick figure, and that's it. Well, actually, no. That analogy actually doesn't work, because the teacher would be more like the programmer, and you would be like the programmer like showed the AI, the programmer as a teacher would be showing the children what a stick figure is, and then the AI would replicate what the programmer has showed them based on the stick figure that the programmer did not draw. And then it would be like, who? I don't even know. I don't even have an analogy for these people that are claiming AI to be their artwork, because it's kind of ridiculous. Nowhere else are people claiming work that they did not make to be their own. Like, how can you find pride in that? Like, that is not your art. You can't find pride in that, because that is not your expression. And that's what the problem is. These people have put in no work towards this AI art, but they want to claim it all as theirs. And then that proceeds to undermine actual artists that are expressing themselves through their artwork. And then it's like a cycle. So these artists express themselves through their artwork, and then their artwork is oftentimes stolen by the AI programmers to be put in a collection for the AI to learn from. AI is innocent here. And the programmers, to an extent, are not at fault for other people claiming AI art to be their art because they put in a sentence. But it's like, it's a little bit complicated. It's a little bit, but that is really the problem. But I'm making this video to really make a case for why AI art is not the issue. It's not the problem. They're not the villain. The computer is not the villain. The villain is everybody else except for the artist. So the programmer is the villain, and the people putting the sentence into the AI are the villains. Because, well, the people putting the sentence in and then claiming that they made the art, they're the villains. Because I see AI as a very useful tool. Like, extremely useful. I've seen these pictures. I think it was a 90s Hello Kitty event, like convention. And that was like a great image to help artists. Somebody that's stuck, like they are stumped, they are stooped. Say an artist knows what in their mind, what their vision is. They have the words, they have the keywords, they even have some textures and stuff in their vision board already. But they just can't seem to form like the very first draft. Because the first draft of an artwork, like an artwork that you're really like passionate about, that you want to show others, like that first draft is rough. It's more than a little bit rough. And the AI can help you with like all the other images in your vision board to give you something. So say it's the 90s Hello Kitty convention that you're about to draw. You put that into the AI, then you get a 90s Hello Kitty convention, and it's not really like a solid piece of work. There's no depth, there's no dimension. The hands, the eyes, the face, there's no emotion in it. But it does help you pick some ideas. These guys are in leather, they all have on Hello Kitty book bags. It's edgy and it's nice. So, but like the AI doesn't just generate one or two images, they generate a couple. So you probably have these edgy ones, you have a more upbeat one, and then artists can put that in their vision board that already has a bunch of inspiration of 90s conventions, 90s fashion, Hello Kitty, all of them all together. And the artist picks from everything and uses their prior knowledge to create a finished piece. That is a good thing. AI just being one step of an artist's full journey of making art is a good thing, and it's nice and it's useful. So AI art is not the problem. Like maybe one day in the future, AI will be sentient and all of that. And then when that day comes, it won't be AI art anymore. We'll have to redefine what art is when that happens. Like that's not just something simple. Right now, art is human expression in many forms. AI art is not human expression, but instead machine learned image generation. When AI is sentient and making art based on feelings and emotions that they have, because they develop like human intelligence to feel emotions, that would be when art itself advances into something completely different, you know? Like it would still be like expression, but like on a whole new level. And yeah, like I think we're focusing a little bit too much on the money hungry scammers and not enough on the value of that AI art can have in the creative process. Because let's be real, these people aren't going to get anywhere with their AI art because it doesn't look good. You know why it doesn't look good? Because AI is just mashing things together, and they didn't put any creative input into it. There's no strategy to what's being made. There's no composition, there's no following core artistic values. Like none of that is there. Form is barely there, shape is barely there, emphasis is nowhere to be found. Like these like simple things you learn in art class, AI has no concept of those. So how in the world could they be making art? Like the way humans are making art. And how can you then go and claim that that's like, real art? AI can make a couple little cute wallpapers. They can definitely do that. But they're not making that hitting stuff. Okay, maybe you can put in like storybook animation or whatever, but it's not going to be like that true illustrator storybook that kids are reading. It's going to be like some bootleg looking, raggedy looking storybook, and the kids are going to be like, why is that? What is that? Like, that's not even a flower. The girl's not even reading a book. Why do her hands look like that? Why? Kids are going to ask why. They want to know why. When something is clear, it's easy to explain why. AI art is not clear. And that's part of the issue. Like, I'm not getting, they think like some of it looks good, but not all of it looks great. You can look a little good, but it's hard to get great, And like there's so much more I could say about this, but honestly, I'm just gonna recommend some videos that I watched that helped me come to my own opinion, because this is what this is. Like, this is my opinion on AI art itself, but there's a lot going on with art and how other artists are going through this. So honestly, I think like there's this video I watched called Money Killed Art. Here's How We Take It Back by the People's Republic of Art. And that's really on the topic of like consumption of art and like commodifying art and seeing art only as an asset And then that's when you lose like the value of art, like what art really means as human expression and human emotion and all of that. You lose it when it becomes something for people to buy so they can have money. Like, why do I have to like the picture if the picture is going to get me millions of dollars in the future, you know? I just need to own it. I don't need to enjoy it, you know? I don't need to understand what it is. Like, that is part of the issue. And that's why AI art can do what it's doing, because we're losing appreciation for the value, like the value of art outside of its monetary value. And then we also have a video how to avoid being replaced by AI art by Ergo Josh. I watched this video and that's where I actually like I was thinking of this already, but it really put into thought where AI could be useful, but how it cannot replace the actual artistic quality of human made art, you know? And that's really it. AI, if you're watching this, I'm really a big fan. Like, hit me up. I would like a picture. I'm playing. Um, I just really I'm on the side of technological advancement when it is being used properly. And right now, I think honestly, AI could be such an unethical like hole that we fall down if we don't address it now. And part of addressing it now is addressing trends that are happening with AI. So I really thank you for watching. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm addressing it now. Hope everybody else starts thinking about what AI means, like what AI art is really doing for them, and how to properly use AI. Like, if you're watching this and you say you're an AI artist, rethink it maybe. But thank you. Subscribe. Bye.